going on? Welcome to the Flex and KG show, fam.
We're back. We are back. We are
back.
Sometimes you have to just apologize. It's not our fault. The people rocked with us. And if you don't know what's happened and you're just joining, then welcome to the Flex and KG show. Nothing happened. It's all good.
Yeah, and I just want to say, for people wondering, Josh is no longer part of the channel. We wish him well in all his endeavors. But yeah, man, it was a good run. It was a great run with Josh.
There's a vacancy. That's what. There's openings. There's a four-stage.
Well, no, I'm Pep. I'm Pep with Josh. We can't replace him.
He's absolutely incredible. He's incredible.
I can't replace him.
That's true. He's irreplaceable. Beyonce settings. He is.
I can't replace
him. 100%. Big up to everyone. Let's not waste any more of you lot's time. Let's get straight into it. Serge Milinković Savić. There is reports that there has been a bid gone in.
They're lies, Flex. Go on. Sorry. Go on.
They're lies.
Yeah, they're lies.
We haven't.
We're not getting him.
Nah.
No. Just there's no point. Again, you know, it's them clever things. It's like you might as well link us to what's that Dutch player? That
Sneijder.
Van der Vaart.
Oh, Van der Vaart. Yeah.
It might be. Put it in the file. That file. You know, there's players that we said that we're getting Sneijder, Van der Vaart.
Yeah.
Huntelaar.
Klaas-Jan Huntelaar.
Huntelaar. Yeah. There's been a bag of players that have been linked to us for years, not coming. Another guy, Napoli defender, Koulibaly. No, not happening. It's not on. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, these are lies. It's weird because I think the agent just thought they just sold Pogba.
Yeah,
you know, it might be a contract year for him. He might want a new contract. Obviously, get into the team of the season, and he's thought, I'm gonna go for it.
Use Man United again, like he did in 19.
Just the same way the Atletico player did as well. Everyone does it to us, so we have to get used to this type of news.
Yeah. Hopefully we're loud and clear for you lot. People saying it's lagging again, but we're trying. It's just doing one of them things. We're just going to fire through things. It's going to be a bit. It's like an express version of the Flex and KG show today because we're up against the elements. Do you know what I mean? We're up against the elements. Should Marcus Rashford stay?
Marcus Rashford stay in. I'm going to ask you the question.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Should Marcus Rashford be here? What do you think?
Okay. I think yes. I know this is met with a lot because we're going off the back of this past season, innit, where he's been absolutely horrendous and you can't excuse it. Can't stick up for him. The only reason I'm saying he should stay, not get no new deal or anything like that, but the only reason he should stay is because I think it's a new dawn. If this was under a constant, i.e. we had the same manager and he was doing so much change under Ten Hag, like hopefully for the good, but there's going to be so much change. My policy on Rashford is, you got one season. Yeah. You got one season to show me something now, and then I'll start going into the thing of, you know what it is. Muhammad Ali says always excuses for English players. It's not. I'm not just sticking up for him because a lot of them can get it. Like,
you have to get over that thing, bro. It's an English club.
Yeah.
No, wait. It's an English club.
Yeah.
This is I'm not saying that
his thing is you shouldn't give any bias for a player just because he's English.
I know, but then even it being like the whole English, we have to just get over like some of the things that we have been saying. You know what I mean? It's just British. What's it called? What's the thing called again?
Bias.
Nah, there was a thing.
Brexit FC.
Yeah. All these things that we said before, because just a player's nationality shouldn't be the reason as to why we judge the player if he's good or not. Yeah. It's like it just gets a bit funny. So for me, it's like we have to the period that came before, we have to put a line in it, draw a line in it, and say it's not the same anymore. It's a new era. And everyone, because if you see a team with just English players in it, you say, Brexit FC. Nah, bruv. All those things have the same stain. I don't want to bring in, like, it's like me still playing the Ollie song right now. Yeah. Things have to change. We have to move forward. This whole, because I think us as fans as well, we're responsible for, you know, like player power and making players believe they're bigger and better than there should be no player FC. It's literally who can fit into the system. We have a manager that plays in systems. If Rashford's good enough, he will play. Are you with me? Yeah. But everything before we have to let it go. Now, I know I'm talking to myself because I got to let some stuff go with Maguire. There was a lot of, there's a lot in the way that Maguire played that it just pissed me off. So if I see Maguire putting in 10 out of 10 performances next season, there will be a little side eye at me like, bruv, where was that guy before?
Yeah.
But I have to let it go. This is a new manager with a new style of play that he wants to put on this. Everything before is gone. And that's what I got from the press conference.
So we have to. So what you're saying is put everything under the carpet.
Everything.
All of the rightful judgments we made over these players.
Fred McTominay, and I know Fred McTominay's deficiencies, right? But we've never seen these guys in a system. Are you with me? So let's say a lot of people I've been listening to like Barcelona fans talk about Frankie de Jong, and they've said a lot of people call him a flop at times because they say he's a system style player. And the problem with, he only fits in a system. Whereas at Barcelona, it's more fluid and you can kind of do what you want and be a bit more inventive. Now, these players, I think what we need is system. We need organization, structure, system to the way we play, and I want it all throughout the squad. The youth, anyone. So no matter what happens, you've seen us. If we put in another player, the whole style of play changes. Yeah, that can't happen anymore at Old Trafford, at Man United. So we have to let go of all this crap that we're saying about English players. And it is an English club. There should be English players in an English side. There should be. Like
especially when Man United's got a rich history.
They're supposed to be. So like we have to get over that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sorry.
I feel like it's coming from a place though where people just don't want to see them excused for their performances or given extra leeway because they're English.
No, but that's taking the Ollie. But that's still the Ollie mindset. Ollie had favourites and he played his favourites. Yeah. So we got into this thing where like, look, he wants to play the Brexit.
So you're saying that? So are you basically saying that it's just coincidental that those players were actually British players because Bruno was his favourite too? Like once he brought him in, I get like.
I'm just saying there was a thing that happened where it was a thing that it got like a voice or.
Well, we got Dan James, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, this became a thing, right? Yeah. And he kept on with these same players. But this is not Ollie. You know, we can't say, look how you. It's like being in a new relationship and focusing on what your ex did to you. Yeah, he's gone, bro.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's a fresh relationship. And we'll see and if they're not good enough, they won't play. But we've seen good is not good enough. That's what our new manager says. Yeah. If before Rashford will be played injured, injections, it don't matter. We had Maguire. He will be played no matter what, no matter the mistake. He's still in the side. When we was begging for Bailly and all these other players to come in, it will be the Maguire day. Now that's not happening no more. You're in there purely for your ability. And I think that's a good way to go forward.
But the ability, there you go. Look, Ron says, sorry, Flex, Rashford has to go after the Specs Gate. Tabarez says, nah. First Ollie, now Rashi, one more season. Nah. Bub says, where was it? It was a good comment. I thought it was one that was quite kind of conversation provoking. She said basically something along the lines of stop this English bias. Rashford needs to go. We move on without him. I think I saw. There you go. KG and Flex. Y'all need to stop this bias. Rashford needs to go. We move forward without him. And I've done a poll to see what everybody's saying. Mm-hmm. And should Rashford stay at United? 42% are saying no. 23% are saying yes. Mm-hmm. And 35% are saying yes, but he must prove himself this year. A lot of people, obviously this is our sample size here on United View, even online when you speak to people have made their mind up with Rashford. A lot of people seem to have, and they're done with him. And listen, I don't have any problem with somebody who has done that. My thing is that the only reason why I'm not just for this at this stage is because we have a new manager. Mm-hmm. And Erik ten Hag might be able to get something out of this player and bring this player back to something that is not what we've just seen. And to be fair, no one was calling for Rashford to be sold and thrown away and discarded when he had back-to-back seasons scoring 20 odd goals. Now, that is in defense of Rashford. I can't excuse what he's done last season.
It
was disgusting.
It's been horrible.
Like, horrendous. And if he puts up anywhere near that, again, see you later.
He's got to go.
Equally, though, may I add this in, though? Equally, This is only because I believe Ten Hag wants to keep him.
Yeah.
If Ten Hag thinks we're going to be better without Marcus Rashford,
then he goes.
I'm not going to be sitting saying, but he's... And this is the thing I think we need to get clear where people are saying it's a bias. I'm not going to be sitting here saying, but why, Eric? He's come through the youth. Like, just give him another year, please, man. There's a player there. Like... I'm basically behind Eric saying...
With whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
With what I'm saying? Man United fans have to be realistic. All we've done right now is we've been hurt and realism has kicked in for, I think, Man United fans across the world, right? We now know that we've been wrong so many times. With Man United fans, we said play... I remember when Elanga got into the squad. And everyone's like, see, player Lango much better than Rashford. He hasn't been, though. In terms of, I'm not saying in terms of the impact that Rashford had when he got in versus the impact that Elanga's had, it's not been the same. He hasn't lived up to it. No. There's been so many times where we say, play Ahmad, play this player, play this player. We don't know. What the answer is, we actually don't know. We said, we spoke about Dan James, and everyone cussed off Dan James. Dan James was better for us than what we've had this season.
Yeah.
Are you with me? Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying I want Dan James back. I'm saying we don't know. Are you with me? Now, if there's a manager that comes in and plays a style that's effective, I'm behind it. Now, I love Bruno. If Ten Hag comes along and says, Bruno's not the kind of player I can work with, sell him. I'm behind it because 100%. I need to catch. My thing is, I fell into Player FC heavy. And those players that I just wanted to see start week in, week out because there was nothing else. All you had was a little player that you liked. I believe that era, it has to come to an end. We all support Man United. Everyone here is a Man United fan. And we've got caught up behind these players where it's like, no, bro, this is all that matters. Is the badge. That's all that matters is who's going to take us to the finish line? Who's here to help us win? These guys have been individuals for far too long. Are you with me? And we've helped them believe in their brands, bro. We've helped players like, I'm hearing, can you imagine? Bro, did you hear about the Cavani news? About Cavani being upset and, not starting and this, that, and who the hell are you, bro? And I know Cavani's done stuff in world football, but... Bro, you play second fiddle bare times.
But they were saying that because they begged him to stay for an extra year. Then obviously they got Ronaldo. Then obviously he had to give the shirt. Like, you know what I mean? He just felt like, But that's when you're in a position where you feel you're rescuing the club and the club's not helping you. Are you with me? I'm bigger than this. Your situation's so bad. I'm here to save you lot. No, bro. No player. I don't believe there's any player right now in our dressing room that's bigger than our new manager. A-Bob says, you guys need to see through the nonsense. Rashford only wants to stay to preserve his brand. A-Bob's not having any of it. She's
no, but that's fine. That's again, that's
she
that
also
person's...
a super chat here. Says, Blizzard says, KG, what happened to the OTC yesterday?
It was mad still. Man.
What's that?
OTC, it's a boxing thing still.
Okay.
He just, it was nuts. He basically gave me the Nas. It was Nas versus Jay-Z, but I got Eford.
What do you mean, boxing? What do you mean?
Like, my takes and stuff. I said the madness.
What? Because you were saying this man's going to knock out this man.
I said I've been the last couple big fights. I've been wrong for the last 3 fights.
What did you get? Boatsi Richards wrong?
Yeah.
Did you? What did you say? Boatsi to knock him out.
Rich is my friend as well.
Oh, so
brethren bias.
Oh, you said Richards is going to do him, floor him, everything.
No, I just said that Richard will win on points.
It's a close fight though.
It's a close fight.
Can't laugh you for that one.
Said unanimous. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There you go. So, and then Serrano, Katie Taylor.
Yeah, no, but that was a crazy fight as well, though. Exactly. Kate Taylor was hanging on in there.
Come on, man.
That's not that. That's the bit harsh. I like when you get it wrong as well.
There you go.
I'm on the train that they're on to see you get it wrong.
Then I thought Canelo was going to beat Bivol, and I got that wrong.
I think a lot of people probably thought that though.
Yeah.
Bivol showed up though. That's not really that. Yeah, it's just because it's 3 L's though.
It's 3 L's back to back in it. It's like I'm like Conte. I don't know. I never been in this situation before. I don't know if I should.
Raz says, but can Rashford keep the right mentality? Good question, and we'll see. A-Bob said, if Rashford leaves, his brand will be damaged. That was the super chat from earlier. And Blue Abadi Abadai says, if Rashford should get a second chance or third chance just because of a new manager, shouldn't McTominay, Dalot, Lindelof, etc. also get one? Which is basically what you said. Yeah. It's a clean slate. Gabriel Noel says, can't compare Rashford and Elanga. Look at what the kid had to come into. Rashford came in around a far better atmosphere. Rashford needs to get out of my club, says Gabriel Noel.
But that's what I'm saying. There's too much toxicity for my man, bro. There's too much, bro. You can't move forward. You got to draw a line in the sand. Yeah. He's here. Yeah. What do you want to do? So what are you going to boo him when he comes as well? We have to change. Yeah. We're responsible as well. If this is a fresh start, give man a fresh start. Don't say it's a fresh start, but are you with me? If Rashford's not good enough, he won't play. There's enough players here. Rashford will not start if he's not good enough.
Yeah, especially because what I was saying. Remember that bit where he said, this is before you even come, I can look people in the eye with my decisions. Yeah. I remember even saying that. I remember reading that quote and going, that means he's basically saying, whatever decision I make, I can look any person in the eye and tell them why I've made that decision and stand by my decision. Simple as that.
We've actually got, because I was thinking, what was the aim of his press conference? What was the message? Because every day when you're on camera, you're trying to get a message out to somebody, right? He's sending it, and there was multiple messages that he had to send out. In the press conference, he wanted to tell the media, I can be nice to you. I'm not a prick. Like, handshakes to everyone. Yeah. They misjudged it, said his body language and this, that, it was stupid. Yeah. But then the next part is, I'm in control. And for every now and then he said, I spoke to Van Gaal. I'm in control. I'm going to speak to Ten Hag. I'm in control. The club wants to do this, but this is what I'm doing. He kept on. It was strong reminder and it was short. The players are going away. They're coming back early. See, right now you're getting a sense is he needs to let the players know I've got no chinks, I've got no weaknesses that you guys are going to expose as players, because you're just looking for how you can take me out of my position. You lot have taken out so many managers. I have to lead differently, but I can't lose you as a dressing room, because I know that when you lot decide to down tools, you will down tools. Are you with me? So I believe that press conference, now hearing everything that's gone on in the dressing room and how the players treated Ralph, I think he handled that. He played a blinder.
I think something really interesting is happening here, and this is actually good to get into, because look at this guy. See, that's a fine. His Bluetooth's just on. He's look. Phone's ringing, not on silent on the stream. Yeah, you laugh.
He ain't got no manners. I'm working. These lot know where I'm at. Anyway, sorry, bro.
Is your soundboard back on though?
Soundboard's on.
I think we're entering into something really important, actually. That I didn't know would actually go this way, but since the show's gone this way, the community speaks, and the community is the community. They deserve the respect at all times. Because Scott Dogg says, Flex, why should they get a clean slate? We've paid our money to go watch that crap. I'll give a fresh start if they refund my tickets, travel costs. Get out of here. And there's a lot of emotion still going on. And
I understand.
This emotion that's happening is absolutely justified because of what we've experienced. Do you know what I mean? As fans this season and seen. But we're actually entering into a bit where it's like, okay then, what are we saying here then? Because some people are basically saying, I'm not supporting these guys after what they've just done. But then we all know, and this is where it's hard as fans, because what we're seeing here is we know that Erik Ten Hag can't get rid of 11 guys. Like I said, I think I was saying on stream yesterday with Owen, 80% of that team is still going to be there. Do you know what I mean? So they have to get a clean slate out of default, even if they don't deserve it, even if we want to say as fans, and we would be right to say after back of what we've seen this season, even if we wanted to say him, all these players, they deserve their contracts to be ripped up and leave for free. Even if we feel that, and rightly so feel that, like what Scott says there, he doesn't even feel like he should support them because he should get his tickets refunded. It's like, but how do we get behind a manager who slowly wants to change these things? If we don't get behind it instantly as he starts, because these players are still going to be here.
They're going to be
McTominay's going to be here. Maguire's going to be here. Shaw's going to... Basically, I don't even need to name all the names, because you know all the players that let us... Not say all. A lot of the players that left us down.
No, the whole squad let us down.
No, but I'm saying... Okay, so they're all part of it, but obviously a big batch of that is going to be gone. Pogba, Lingard. Bailly didn't even really play that much, so it's kind of unfair to even put him in that. But he's going to be gone. Whatever. Matic is part of it. Yeah, they're cool. You know what I'm saying? People that are contributing to the bad vibes, whatever, they're going to be moved on. That's a big chunk there. Influential people. If you're looking at Jesse unhappy the whole year, you know, you're thinking what's going on there? What's he putting out? You look at some of the behavior from his family and him, etc. You look
Henderson,
at the Pogba situation.
There's loads of them now.
Henderson's another one. If he's unhappy, there's a lot. Yeah. So what I'm saying is like, I'm actually getting everybody's frustration from the community, which they're speaking and letting us know how they feel. But I'm like, but we can't not support the team next year. We've all said we're going to get behind Ten Hag.
Yeah.
So we can't expect Ten Hag to get rid of these guys straight away. It just can't happen,
bro.
I just don't. But I get where people's frustration's coming from, because of the emotion of what we've seen. It's like, well, I get it. I get why you feel like that, but let's be realistic here.
Yeah.
All these players can't go. Let me just get through these super chats before we land, yeah? Sandeep says, do you think Erik Ten Hag will buy Hakim Ziyech if Chelsea are selling him? Good question. We'll talk about that in about 5 minutes or so when we talk more about transfers. I like that, Sandeep, because he is on the market apparently. Really? I'm a solo, so apparently Chelsea are ready to listen to offers. I'm a solo says, I'm a FIFA manager. I will sell everybody, but it's real life. But whoever Erik Ten Hag wants, I will back him 100%. Blindly, these players are bad footballers. Okay, I hear you there. Super chat here from Red Baron says, these players really hurt the fans this year. It's hard to bury the pain and forget, not human nature. That bit's true, because I think this conversation, what we're having, is coming almost too soon. Do you see what I mean? Like, I know we have to have it about next season needs to be this and everyone, but I actually hear what Red Baron's saying.
Oh, the fans
basically they're saying, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to actually forgive yet. No, show me the first 10 games of next year.
Yeah.
Not even pre-season, not even the transfers. Show me next year is the only time I can start to get behind them again. And I can see why people are saying that. Super chat here from Santiago Barrentos says, can we consider the possibility that maybe we saw Rashford injure himself to a point of no return before the Euros? That's why he's never looked the same. And Blue Abadi Abadai says, it isn't like Rashi had one bad game. He had a whole year to get better. And even if he had a bad game, he could have worked harder. At one point, he was literally just walking on the pitch, not even trying. 100%.
He was.
Can't argue with that whatsoever. Jaden Sancho says, you lot were under control of a bald guy with a ponytail. Poor fashion settings. Super chat here from, let me slide across, from Chalaboy Comics says, Erik Ten Hag is a very dry person. Watch the presser try to release stories. The players are bored with his training methods. We have to stick with him. Basically saying, the way his sense of humor comes across, watch the media just try and come for him with how he is. I think there was a hell of a lot of super chats. I want to make sure I got them all out.
Shout out to the free seats as well. I can't forget the free seats. I started off with the free seats. Let me read a few from the free seats. Emma K says, Rashford played with a broken leg for us. You lot are too quick with this. I just read that one. It just came from nowhere. Wild excuses for Rashford. Needs to go. There you go. Here you go. Nerd Immunity says, Rashford stays. No club wants him or pays his wages. And I think
Football Power Hour has super chat saying, so you're saying Rashford is the English Balotelli?
Okay.
Are we saying that? Basically,
I get it. Rashford was a disgrace last season. Yeah, Rashford was a disgrace. You could put a poll up right now. I dare you to do it. Put a poll up saying, should we keep Bruno? It'll be so mad.
Everyone's gonna say There's no need to.
I'll go and check it. Watch this.
All right. Yeah, but now you've said it.
I promise you. No, I'm not, because I can't. I'm not. Listen. Don't let me put
Right. Well, to end this one,
should we keep Bruno? And you'll be interested to see.
I think Josh is taking it down. Josh, you doing it? All right,
wicked. Cool. And you'll be interested to see how that looks. Yeah.
What's
happened is the fans. We're still holding on to some toxicity, but it has to be new.
But they're saying they're not ready for that yet, though. They're saying
they have to get with the program. We have to get with the program. Bottom line, do you know what I'm saying? We have to understand that this is a new era, and we can think about the past. Bro, we had a manager that didn't know what he was doing for years, who encouraged player power, who had his favourites, and we had no real style for years. Then on top of that, we've been rewarding mediocrity. So we've been giving people contracts that didn't deserve contracts for years. Phil Jones got a contract, Mata got a contract, Rashford got a contract. Some would even say Bruno got a contract that he didn't deserve. Are you with me? So it's these are still some of these issues are still Glazer-wise issues, Woodward type issues. You can't place it down, because right now what we're doing is we're just gonna blame it in one place, bro. We cuss Rooney, for saying the same thing that we felt. Rooney said, "I want to leave because this club's showing no ambition." We all hated him. Rooney's probably not even looked at properly in the legendary status that he deserves, because he came out with them statements and he wanted to leave. But Rooney is saying what we're saying all these years later. Rooney basically said, you lot are not showing no ambition. It's all going wrong. And he could see it from before. The players, you're not competing for certain players and people are not coming here. Now, what we're doing is just relying on the greatness of Sir Alex. He was right. But we hated him for it. Are you with me?
I'm with you.
It's madness. So,
and he recovered from that. He did.
Not, but it's still, there's some people that still hold on to that light Rooney resentment.
Yeah.
You only call that what's true. Because look at Man City now.
I think with Marcus Rashford, if he does exceptionally well next year and is reborn, then everybody has to kind of not even say sorry because they're right to criticize him. But then it's kind of like, okay, I'm back on board with you now. Can you show me some consistency? I don't think I do agree with the community when they basically are saying, and you're saying it too, we don't owe these players nothing no more. Like in terms of the player FC and really getting behind having the favourites. We owe the manager. We owe the new manager our undervow attention and loyalty and backing. Now, don't get me wrong. It has to. We need to see improvements, style of play. Ten Hag's going to be judged. No one just comes to Man United and gets a free ride. But I believe that the scope for patience is a lot higher this time because of how bad and how awful this squad is. Because if you think about it, how can we expect Ten Hag to get a tune out of what we've all kind of agreed on that, until you get rid of these in different phases, because it has to be in different phases. Till you get rid of these, Man United can't be Man United again. You know, and in and amongst that, there's also going to be, which I still believe, and I'll hold my hands up if I'm wrong like I always do, I still believe there's going to be some players in there that we go, wow, I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know who it's going to be. We don't know who that player is. Because I think it's really crazy to try and say, it's going to be Rashford or you're going to eat your words. It's going to be Dalot. It's going to be Shaw. It's going to be Maguire. I don't know. Yeah. But I just got a feeling that in and amongst players he needs to move on that he doesn't like, which will always happen. Players who don't want to be here and their contracts are expiring, they're going to be first out. And players that he keeps, I think there's going to be something in there that shows us, oh, wow, the thing he's really playing, like, where's that come from? Because Ten Hag's a good coach.
It's 100%.
But we're scorned, and that's the problem. We're so damaged. That's what it is as fans.
But and if you stay damaged, you're not ready for the new thing, fam. Are you with me? Yeah. It's like you can stay damaged. It's like just imagine I'm scorned and I'm trying to have a new relationship. It won't work, bro. You're not ready for a relationship. So maybe you just sit your Manchester fan ass down for a bit and watch golf. Do you know what I'm saying? Watch another sport until you're ready to come back, because these players are going to be here until they're gone. Are you with me? We look at when we speaking about Deadwood FC, bro. Our Deadwood FC went on and won titles. Marcus Rojo, bro, he's on the pitch smoking, drinking beer. That's what he's doing. Zlatan, that we cussed out. We cussed out Zlatan, went and won it with AC Milan. Are you with me? Ashley Young, that we couldn't wait to get the back. We couldn't wait to see the end of. Conte started him and he won it. He won.
Very true.
Our Deadwood has gone on and been successful.
Everyone who leaves Man United
under a manager who knows what they're doing. It's hard to judge Ralph Rangnick's time because Ralph was interim. He had no power. It was never gonna work. Now, the 3 years, I know everyone that's left Oli has gone and had success. What is that?
A-Bob says, some deserve a chance, not Rashford, no bias. And
we hated Ashley Young. As a people were happy for Ashley Young to leave. They said, what kind of captain? We cussed him, bro. We can't reverse it and say that this, that, and the other. And we always have the player that we just all decide to hate. There was... Fellaini, whatever you want to call him. Fellaini, we hated him. They hated Young for a while. We've hated Pogba. There's always
It moves around because we've not
always
been good.
A new scapegoat. There's always a new scapegoat, and I worry that next season the new person that we decide to all hate is Rashford.
Yeah,
and we got to say
because it's going to be a continuation.
But we got to say we have to, as fans, we got to just shift that, because why is there always a one player that we all decide to hate? Even Maguire would be in that, and I'm guilty for the Maguire thing because I've been upset with how Maguire defends. So the same as, but I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm talking to myself when I say this. We have to change because we've been a part of the problem. We have been. You know what I'm saying? Is like it or not, we made these players feel better than we gassed these players to the point where they feel better than they actually are. And you're not good enough yet. Are you with me? And then at the same time, we've just done a madness, bro. We done a madness, so we have to look at ourselves. We're not blameless in this thing, but obviously the Glazers are the top of it.
Yeah,
the Glazers are the top of it. They've allowed this rot to work for years, bro. We didn't just become a bad club the other night.
No, Bruno should stay. He is trying at least, and there is potential there. But I would swap him with De Jong if that's possible. Shout out to the mods. Super chat from Jaden Sanchez says, I think we're getting a bit laggy again. Hopefully it does what it needs to do. Josh, are we okay? Can we carry on? Yeah. Hopefully it carries on. I'm going to read out these super chats here. Christian says, Flexing KG, big ups from Long Beach, California. Yeah. What do you think of Milan Skriniar for United? Solid centre-back, Inter Milan. We were linked with him as well a little while ago. Just didn't really come to fruition. It's Link FC, innit? Like,
Pulisic. We've been linked to man them. We've been linked to players. It's been our way. I really do hope though that we get our signings done quickly.
Yeah.
You know, it's great to see the managers here. Even Murto looks like he wants to be busy. Murto looks like he's ready to act.
He's been busy.
He looks like he's ready to act. So it's like we have to almost. Everyone deserves a chance as well.
Yeah.
There's that thing. Everyone deserves a chance.
Paul Collinson says, they are not bad players. They are badly motivated and low on confidence. That's down to the manager, coaches, captain, and players. It's a team game. Hear what you're saying there, Paul. And again, it's not, I think when anyone hears anything that even remotely looks like it's supporting players right now, again, because of the emotion, it's like, don't give them any excuses.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm part of that, like that whole, I'm done with them all.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I think everyone has to do this at their own pace, I think. Mm-hmm. This has actually been an interesting show. This isn't the show that I thought we would have.
You didn't know I was going to have this show.
But this is beautiful because what this is doing is opening up our emotions as fans, and we're actually seeing where we are on that kind of rebuilding ourselves to be able to support this team again. And clearly, and rightly so, a lot of people aren't ready to do that yet. You know, we only finished the season on Sunday. The other day is Tuesday. Do you know what I mean? So I think that time away really needs to happen, and also new signings needs to happen. Players out needs to happen. People need to see a lot more before I think they're ready to enter into this conversation with more positivity. And I actually understand it. Yeah. But that's what's beautiful about doing this. Christian says, Flexing KG. Oh no, I read that one. AMK says there should be a scapegoat, either Bruno or Rashford, both been terrible. I'd rather have one place which can be massively improved than a player not giving his all. Not one player deserves a clean slate. The only thing that with that, AMK, thank you for the contribution, and I'll talk directly to you. Okay, they don't deserve it, but then, so what do we do then? Do you know what I mean? I'm actually talking to you, AMK. I don't know if you're a boy or girl, but like, where do we go? Because I agree with you in terms of they've played so badly that there isn't one player there that you're like, do you know what? Yeah, you've done enough. But where does that leave us going into next season? At what point? My question to you is then, AMK, and don't feel like you have to put a super chat. Just put in the free seats like a response. At what point do we check back in then? What do we do as fans is what I'm asking you. What do we do? That's what I mean.
I'm telling you right now, and you lot must have seen it. Man United fans, you have to wake up to this thing, For far too long, the media's had their wicked way with us as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah? And we get played. And I'm telling you, the knives are out for our new manager. And we need to consolidate, fam. We need to unify as because if we already have this, if there's already chinks in, anyone can get in. So if you know that's the chinks, say, Rashford didn't show up to training today because we just have to literally come round this team and say, we're not taking in any, are you with me? Because they already saying that he's not a good manager. Imagine that. Now, today, he just finished winning a league. Like, the guy before, when we was linked to, I remember was linked to Poch. This is before Ten Hag was even in the picture. And Ten Hag was supposed to be the Man City manager. Everyone was saying that how Man United are not serious. They need to show that they're getting a manager that knows what they're doing. Look at that guy, Ten Hag. They were saying that's a good,
this is the guy.
This is a good manager.
Yeah.
He's come to Man United. Now all of a sudden there's something wrong with his body language. Now all of a sudden he's not really a winner. Now all of a sudden there's like, but what is that league? Now all of a sudden we're playing his situation down. And what happens is us as fans, we're looking at the information, and because we're in our feelings, there's a lot that we'll take. There's a lot that we'll accept. The first day when we heard that a player's been fighting, We thought it was Rashford fighting one of the youngsters, and I saw bare people. Rashford.
Yeah,
did
it'll be Rashford.
It was Hannibal and Tellez, bro. This is what I'm saying. But I'm like, we need to now, because remember this: the people like seeing Man United down. Yeah, it's a thing because we dominate for so long and was cocky with it. Yeah, so it's like we're getting our medicine now. Yeah, you have
to hold this.
We're getting our medicine now, but we have to get behind this club, behind the players, behind the manager. We have to. And hopefully just say, whatever they're trying to throw in, we're not having that. We're united. What our blood clot name is, bro. Yeah. We actually have to be united for the first time ever. All across the board. We have to do it, and that will take us back. We need to get back to winning ways.
It does. Let me just get the rest of these super chats out. Waiting for United to win a trophy says, Man United linked to more man than film stars. Super chat here from AMK. Ten Hag is known to develop players. Why not develop the academy and like what Ranić said, buy players on their first or second contracts? I'm a guy, by the way. Appreciate that, AMK. And yeah, how do we not know that Ten Hag's going to do exactly that? You know,
I don't even know if it was really Hannibal and Tellez. How about that? It's just what they told us.
Yeah, that's just what they said.
There you go.
No, it wasn't Rashford. But AMK, I hear you on that, and that's something that I want to see with Ten Hag. Push some of the youngsters through. Remember, Ten Hag ain't even started yet. Like he's only done his interviews, but I can just tell from this show that even though there's potentially a lot to look forward to if things go the way that we think Ten Hag is capable of, there's just still so much anger. Do you see what I'm saying? But I'm not. I agree with everything you said because I'm in your boat. Because I, for some reason, I don't know. Maybe I've got over it quicker because I checked out. I don't know. Because I'm just like, I'm already looking forward now.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this. Yeah. We've been waiting for this moment.
Do you know what I mean? Because I've been so tired. You're following the team around, the content we've been doing, and I've been seeing loss after loss. Maybe on a personal, I've found it easier to transition into this. But actually, it's been eye-opening for me with you guys to say, not everybody's like that. Some people, just like in life, it takes some people longer to get over something than others. And I feel like today's show showed us that some people just ain't ready yet.
Some for the preseason tour, fam, because you have to get ready soon. And I understand it's fresh, but we're quite similar in personality, Flex. Yeah. So it's like, it's time to like move on. Do you know what I mean? That was the spilled milk. And also, Flex, you got to think about it. Look at the schools that we used to work in.
Yeah.
So you used to work with the maddest of youths, fam. Like the kids that, patience. And I'm telling you, not only need patience, but everyone deserves a chance, fam. And that's what my thing. I don't know. Maybe that's just how I look at things. Or,
it depends on your outlook on life.
Everyone deserves another chance, fam. Because what if someone told you don't get another chance? Yeah. Are you with me? So what if someone said, you don't, and I know you can't, it's football and don't link it to life and rare. I understand that. But everyone deserves a second chance. Now, if you fell with the new man and the new, then by all means you go. You know what I'm saying? But give man the rope at least to see what I do.
Yeah. And a lot of them are getting in. I will admit this. So just quickly, Ray Diaz, because he thought his super chat got missed. I've got you. Sorry if there's been so many super chats. Sorry if I've missed them. I'm going to try and make sure none of them get missed. Ray Diaz says, we're not scorned. We were spoilt with Sir Alex, 100%, and we don't know anything
I'll give Martial a second chance. People are thinking I'm still... Listen, I'll give Martial a second chance. People think that I'm going to see Martial score and I won't even be happy.
Joby from the Free Seat says, so Martial deserves a second chance.
Bro. I will watch Delo. As mad as Delo's been for the season, I will give Delo a second chance, bro. Everybody, because what am I going to do? I know that we're not selling. There's already bare players leaving already. How are we going to sell these players?
Yeah.
We've got 140.
But that's the bit what I was just about to say. A lot of them are lucky that they're actually going to get a second chance off default because you can't move them out yet.
Where you going?
So in that time, you now have a lifeline. You now have a lifeline as a player. If it was up to us as fans, you'd all be gone.
Yeah, of course.
Let's just say that, yeah? We'd
get
a whole new team.
Delete on FIFA.
100%, and just start a whole new thing again.
But we can't do that.
But in order to rebuild Manchester United, it has to be done in phases. 100%. And in phase 1, these 5 are going to leave. All right, cool. That leaves you 15. But I tell you what, you 15 actually have a chance to show me something. If you don't show me something, guess what? In January, it's phase 2. If you ain't done nothing in 6 months, ta-ta, see you later, bye. Guess what? In next August, summer, July, whatever, it's phase 3. And you've had a whole year. You're even worse than the guys in January. See you later. Like, we have to remember that this has to be done.
Klopp built like that.
Yeah.
Klopp built like that. He's got.
And in that time, you might get some gems, though, where you're like, wow, you really took your opportunity. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. But the rest, they will slowly get phased out. If, and this is where it comes to the club and Ten Hag, if they do what they're telling us they're going to do.
Yeah.
I believe in Ten Hag because that's all he seems to have done in his managerial career, which is, you know, he keeps talking about, like you said, in what he's talking about with us, building a structure, building a team, being united. All of these things, unifying. He's saying all the buzzwords. So if Ten Hag builds that and stands by his decisions, and he said, I will take the necessary decisions to make it happen, that means that he's saying, I'll make the changes. I'm not scared to cut, man. Mm-hmm. If a man's not playing, I'm not scared to tell him why. Yeah. I'm not scared to keep him out.
Because Mr. Tiny Man, my tiny spaces, flexing KG in denial, players are not good enough. It's mad because I see what you're saying.
Not saying that.
I'm not saying. I didn't say Wan-Bissaka, Delo, all these players.
They're not good enough.
Anyone's good enough because they've been terrible. They've been bad. They've let themselves. They've been bad. The only thing is, we still have to look at there's a trend at Man United that everybody that leaves here goes on and has success. Everyone. The rubbish we had from Alexis Sanchez, he went on to Inter Milan and won, bro. Lukaku, as bad as he was, he went and was that top goal scorer, won a title. Are you with me? So these are the points that we have to understand, that this club's been broken. Like, we bought in Sancho, and Sancho turned into a bad player here. We can't tell me that that's been a good season. Sancho can't get into the England team. And I know there's injuries, but even if he went injured, Sancho won't be playing. When he wasn't injured, he couldn't play. And that Sancho was killing it. Mm. He was killing it before he came in. Something fundamentally was wrong here. So what I'm saying now is we've got a new manager with a style of play, with an identity, with something that he wants to do. Let's see him build.
Yeah.
And let's see who fits, who's ready to play in this system.
Tabara says, but Flex, some actions need consequences. Rashi out. And AMK says, I'm going to advise you to look at Salzburg's Mohamed Kamara. He's been excellent in the Champions League. He was man of the match versus Bayern when Salzburg drew 1-1. Then he got injured and Salzburg lost 7-1. I advise every United channel to take a look. That's going to go into KG's list of players to scout. Ray Diaz with the super chat says, will United fans be okay with Eric Ten Hag / United finishing 8th next year? Or is matching Liverpool's first year under Klopp going to get people upset? You know, what's the expectation? It depends. I mean, to finish 8th when you say it is horrendous, you know. But if it was 8th with a whole new style of football that we were trying to play, if we wanted some trophies, you might want to say, yeah, all right, cool, it was all right. But for me, I don't want to be anywhere near 8th.
No, we don't want
to accept 8th.
We don't want to be
but it
anywhere.
Depends what it looks like.
We don't want to be like the other option is now. Because remember, this is rebuild 7.0. Yeah, I never forget the question that one of the journalists said. A lot of men have sat there and said they're going to bring glory days back to this club. Yeah. A lot of men have failed. Yeah, we have to give this man time. Are you with me? But we know, like, we can trust in his pedigree in terms of who he is, right? That this is this is a marriage now. We're in it. No divorce, fam. Don't believe in divorce.
Of course.
Are you with me? Yeah. So the dark times, the hard times, whatever it's going to be, we're here now. A lot of people said that when we had Oli, there were a lot of people said Sir Alex almost got sacked. You know, he was close to the... Are you with me? But then Oli just wasn't the guy to take us to the top. He was never the guy. So giving Oli time just felt a bit silly.
Yeah, because you could see,
it was never going to work.
But then that's what people's argument are with these players. This one from the free seats is quite interesting because I want to address this. Lecky Productions says, yo, Flex and KG, you're missing the point. No one says sell all the players this window. People are saying these players have let us down continuously. Sooner or later, most of them should leave. But we're not missing the point. That's fine. Sooner or later, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but we've had people in the chat, Lecky Productions, saying, I won't get behind any of these next year. And what we were saying is, well, you can't do that. Well, you can choose to do that. Yeah. But it's like, if you actually do that, in turn, you're actually not getting behind the manager, which we all said we're going to get behind. Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about, Lecky Productions. Thank you.
I really want top 4.
Of course. Eric Ten Hag said it.
I really want top 4. Yeah. I want to.
He said, Man United belong in the
Champions League. I want top 4
and a trophy.
And I want the Europa League.
Yeah.
I want top 4 in Europa League. Now, is that realistic? I don't know if it's realistic because I can't just at the moment. That's what I say I want right now. If we don't bring in the players for him to be successful in that competition, I can't say I want to win it. Yeah. Are you with me?
Yeah,
because I know what we have. Yeah. We have a team that lost to Brighton, lost to Crystal Palace.
Yeah, and
last end of the
more.
season. That's who we have. Are you with me? So, like, I understand these guys ain't good enough. However, it's like if we bring in the right pieces and Ten Hag gets his philosophy and his style of play, and they believe in him and they're ready to fight and die for him, the same way that Spurs team, who would have thought that Spurs team would do that? They were rubbish.
Because they got Conte.
But that's Conte, and they believed in the manager,
and they got
and they
signings.
fought for him.
Yeah.
They fought, and look what they've done. Top 4.
It's all about the manager, and that's what I mean. The
manager's so important, bro.
Managers can, especially if they're good managers, which Ten Hag is tipped to be, managers can make some players completely seem in a different light where you never thought it was possible. Abai Luthra says, let's not compare us to Klopp. He has spent only 19 million on fullback since joining Liverpool. Respect. And Blue Abadi Abadai says, Lukaku may have won a trophy with Inter Milan, but he still can't perform in the Premier League. Look how he performs for Chelsea. The Premier League is a whole different thing. True. Fair point. That's a really fair point. Just because
but the point
he wasn't good for us doesn't mean that.
Yeah, but the point is he still went to another league. Yeah. And my point is saying players have come here and they left and they were successful. Yeah. A lot of men have left and had success. We have to look at that. That's the point I made. Yes, Lukaku went to Chelsea and it didn't work out, but as soon as he left here, he's successful.
3 seats here. Brian says the point is not even being good enough, but these players did not even want to play for United. Sell them all.
They're a joke.
G-Man says the table does not lie. We are a poor side at this present time. Have to temper those expectations. Right now. I just want to see an improvement on style of play. I agree.
That's what I'm here for.
Guys, wicked show, man.
What a show. Like, who knew it was going to be... Usually it's like
100%. It's vibes, it's laughs, it's jokes, and that you can always get that of us. But actually, like since United V started, this is going to be one of the standout shows that I remember because actually, what this showed me is like the power of everybody coming into the community to express how they're actually feeling about it. Yeah. And then when you don't really aren't on really the wavelength that some people might be on, let's get into that. Yeah. Let's open that up and get deeper into that after why people are feeling like this, why you're feeling like that versus somebody else.
And I'm not saying I'm right. The killer is
Nobody,
I'm not, in no way. This is just my opinion. Yeah. With me. Like I'm not saying I'm right at all. Like, but I for me personally, I just want to get. It's a new time. I want to get excited about things getting forward. Listen, if you disagreed or agreed with anything you said, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now. If you're not in the Discord, get on the Discord.
100%.
And if you ain't got tickets to the, to the special,
100K
you ain't got ticket to the 100K party. If you want to come and tell me in my face to face, you were wrong, bruv. Make sure you buy a ticket. I'll be there.
100%. The link is in the video description below for the 100K subscriber party and our first birthday party, 19th of June. Make sure you guys get your tickets. And it's at London's O2 at Toca Social, interactive football space. Like there's gonna be music, there's gonna be vibes, games, everything. Ray Diaz Super Chat says Premier League is the toughest league. Oh, is it?
Yeah. Mike Phelan will leave Man United coaching team as part of the reshuffle following Erik ten Hag's appointment.
But there you go. We know the revolution is starting, isn't it? Like they're all dropping like flies, and that's why we're kind of saying.
Oh, there's a beat. Down. There's a beat as well.
Huh?
Are you back?
We're back.
Josh is gangster.
Yeah.
Josh will do that. You know why I rate Josh Phelan, is...
Just quickly. Hold tight to people who thought the stream's been shot, like thought that wasn't planned. Like no,
Josh does that when you lot don't like it's a free show in it, like at least like it in it.
Yeah. There you go, Josh showing his power. People are really upset. I think Brandon said low-key disappointed that the live is interrupted again. I think people just were really in like this. Bro, this has been a big been a big show.
Today's an emotional day.
Yeah, like we have to you have to respect the community, bro. Yeah. So sometimes they're like, right. Sometimes
was upset as well. So we have to respect Josh. He puts in a lot of work.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what Marcel say. You gotta think to yourself. Josh got here a long time ago.
100%. Guys, thanks for watching. Man, peace. We're out of here.